Hello, my nieces. Hello, my nephews. It's me, your twin flame auntie, here to pull you out of the 5D and bring you back to Earth. I wish that we could watch YouTube videos where people are just telling their twin flame story and they're not selling a course and they're not selling coaching sessions and they're not selling a book. Now, all of those things are fine. There's no problem with selling a book or selling a course or coaching. It's just that there doesn't seem to be any twin flame channels where people are just telling their story. Or if they are out there, I haven't really found them. It seems like everybody has a product for $333. And today we're going to start talking about the twin flame experts. Everyone thinks they're an expert. Everyone thinks that they have the final word on this twin flame journey, and it just simply isn't the case. Now, all the people that are in this thumbnail, I have listened to every video they have ever made. And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Every single one of these coaches have helped me throughout my journey. But I do have, I guess I could say, a critique. I think that when we talk about the twin flame journey in terms of absolutes, that it's only going to go one way or it has to go this way or they're not your twin flame, I think that's when we get into problems. So I do talk about Kurt a lot, and I think he's fair game because he does call himself the number one twin flame expert in the world, I think. But I do want to talk about some of the other twin flame experts out there. Kat from Sacred Soul Rising, I learned a lot from her, and I would say the number one thing that I learned is that the journey's not about them, it is about you. But there was one video that she made which I it got under my skin a little bit because she had said, does the divine masculine always come back? And, she said, yes, yes, they do. And the thing is that how can we know? Because I know people that have been waiting for their person for like 20, 30 years. And I don't think it's healthy. I know that there is this talk that twin flames occur, we come together in different lifetimes if we don't get it right in the last one. But who's to say that this lifetime is the one where we're supposed to unite or be in union? Um, I don't think Kat can say with all certainty that they always come back. Now, does saying, yeah, they always come back, is that going to sell a course or sell a book? Probably. Um, the girls from World Cup of Joe, and again, I've listened to many of their podcasts, and their podcasts have got me through some very confusing nights that I've had. But I do have a little bit of a bone to pick. I know that they have a new book coming out, and I do want to congratulate them on putting that book out. I know how hard it is. And I know that this book is their truth. I genuinely do believe that they are in union. I believe them because the dynamics that they talk about was very similar to what me and my person had back in the day. But they did say something to the effect of, I know that they really feel like they're breaking scientific ground, and I'm sure that they are in many respects. But where I'm kind of drawing the line is that they will say, if you do everything in the course and it doesn't work, then they were never your twin flame to begin with. And I take a lot of issue with that because, look, I can get into soul. It doesn't change the fact that my twin flame is living a lifestyle that I would never want to be a part of. He has gone off with another person. He's in love with another person. And, I shouldn't want to take him away from that. If that's his happiness and that's his truth, then he needs to go live that. And the ladies from World Cup of Joe, with all due respect, they can't tell me that my twin flame is not my twin flame just because he didn't come back. I can get into soul, I can be high vibrational, and you can't always change these things. I still went through the dark night of the soul. I still went through the telepathy. I still went through the repeating numbers and the dreams and the astral touch. That man is very much my twin flame. Regina Shaman, another one that I have enjoyed listening to, but I feel like she keeps talking about this union that's going to come, but for a lot of people it does not come around. She talks about the first wave, second wave, third wave, and saying, oh, if your twin flame has not come by now, your chapter's closed. But I don't think that she's the authority to say that. Now, I don't think that any of these people are necessarily snake oil salesmen. I do think that there are a lot of snake oil salesmen on the internet. I think that they are, they're kind of preaching their truth, what they believe to be true, but they can't. I'm sorry, there's no one on YouTube that can be the final authority on twin flames. That's just my opinion. This journey is so mysterious. And a lot of us, let's face it, a lot of us are not with our twin flames. A lot of us have not seen our twin flames in a really long time. Um, there's some theories that like you're meant to be together. There's other theories that you can't be together. I don't think any of us have all the answers. So I would say, my dear nieces and nephews, do go to all these channels and listen to what these various people have to say. But just know that no one is going to have every single answer that's going to relate to your situation. This journey is about you. And while they may call themselves experts, nobody has all the answers. And I know I'm being very critical of the World Cup of Joe girls, but I would say go buy their book, but don't necessarily take everything they say as gospel. And if you take their course and your twin flame didn't come back, don't let them tell you that your twin flame is not your twin flame. You still get to have the journey, you still get to have the transformation and good things. When you get out of that dark night of the soul and you rise from the ashes, really great things can happen with or without your counterpart. Anyway, this is the end of my TED Talk, the end of my rant, if you will. And I just want to say, your twin flame auntie loves you, and it's all going to be okay.